I guess in the past, whenever I had those milestones, we still hadn't won the ball game. So I'm looking forward to winning the game, first of all, and all those individual accolades. That'd be good. I can look back on it in my retirement days and then be proud of it. But right now at hand, we got to win the game.
When Michael Jordan comes to town, it's no secret. As Charles Barkley and the 76ers get ready for Air Jordan next. Prism Sports presents Philadelphia 76ers basketball. Tonight, live from the Spectrum, it's the 76ers and the Chicago Bulls. Good evening to you and welcome tonight to 76ers basketball here on Prism. I'm Mark Zumoff. Michael Jordan, a meteor that hits the spectrum with the regularity of a Halley's Comet. Every 5,000 points, he makes himself visible here in South Philly. He got his 5,000th here, his 10,000th, and tonight, barring an act from the heavens, he will get number 15,000.
Michael, he's a thoroughbred out there. He can play 48 minutes if he can, possibly, but I have to try to make him work a little and not just let him think about offense, make him think about defense a little.
Kind of look at the Spectrum as your house, and you don't want nobody to come to your house and embarrass you. So you do get a little bit more pumped up than normal. But it's a little difficult against Michael. We are such good friends. I don't enjoy playing against him because anytime you play against friends, you don't want anybody to get hurt, and that's the only different aspect of it.
He certainly is playing well right now, and their team is coming off a loss or a couple of losses, and we have to be ready to play against this team. They want to get back on track again, and we want to get back on track on the road.
After a slow start, Mike and the Bulls are right there in the Central Division race. They are in second, 2.5 behind the streaking, surprising Milwaukee Bucks. Jack Ramsey talked moments ago with Chicago coach Phil Jackson. He asks how the Bulls have progressed so far in this 1990-91 NBA season.
We're still a team in development. There's no doubt about it. Michael Jordan is a great scorer in this league, and what we wanted to do is we wanted to increase our scoring as a team. We have done that. We're up around 112 points a game above the 109 we were last year, and we're distributing the ball a little bit more. Scottie Pippen's average is up. Bill Curry's having a good year at the post. But outside of that, we really haven't had a lot of guys stepping up and getting involved offensively. I think defensively, we're still playing pretty sound defense for the most part. But we still have a ways to go during this season to step up in the championship caliber.
Now, each year, again, we hear Michael Jordan is going to have some of the pressure taken off him and distributed among the other players, but yet it seems that ultimately it gets back to Michael.
Well, it does. He's such a great player, and you don't change a person in this game. You let them do what they do well, and Michael does so many things well, including scoring. But Scottie Pippen has stepped up. When Michael's off the floor, he can be the creator. He can be a person that helps. He hasn't played well on the road consistently this year for us, although he's played well at home. And Michael has not played the kind of minutes he's had to play in the past, that 38, 39 minutes down to 35, 36, which helps us, we think, over the overall year.
We have this just in from the Boston Celtics, and the news is not good. Forward Larry Bird out of action indefinitely, an inflamed nerve root in his back, which is causing spasms. Of course, Larry missing last night's loss at the Garden against the Knicks. Join us tonight at halftime, newcomer Armin Gilliam on his trade from Charlotte, and some self-analysis from Sixers guard Hersey Hawkins. I'm Mark Zumoff, play-by-play and analysis of the 76ers and the Chicago Bulls next, exclusively on Prism.
Bulls in town. Let's go courtside and meet tonight's starting lineup.
At one guard, 8th season of Notre Dame at 6'2", number 5, John Paxson. Also in the backcourt is 7th season of North Carolina, 6'6", number 23, Michael Jordan. At center is 12th season from San Francisco, 7 feet 1 inch, number 24, Bill Cartwright. At one forward is 4th season from Central Arkansas, 6'7", number 33, Scottie Pippen. At the other forward is 4th season from Clemson at 6'10", number 54, Horace Grant. The Bulls, coached by Phil Jackson. His assistants, John Bach, Jim Clemens, and Tex Winter. The trainer is Chip Schaefer. Ladies and gentlemen, the starting lineup here, defending Atlantic Division champion, Philadelphia 76ers. Bradley, 6'3", number 33, the Hawk, Hersey Hawkins. The center in his 6th season at the University of Bridgeport, 7 feet 7 inches, number 11, Manute Bol. At one forward in his 4th season of the Battle of Las Vegas at 6'9", number 43, Armand Gilliam. And at the other forward, in his 7th season alone at 6'6", number 34, Charles Barkley. 76ers are coached by Jim Lynam. His assistant is Greg Potter. Assistant general manager is Bob Weinhauer. Buzz Raymond is the shooting coach. The team trainer is Tony Harris. The officials for tonight's game, number 15, Mr. Bennett Salvatore. Number 49, Mr. Jim Clark. And number 30, Mr. Gary Benson.
Jim Boniak along with Jack Ramsey back here at the Spectrum, where tonight the 76ers will be without Rick Mahorn, who had his elbow drained of fluid this morning, and the reaction to it quite painful, and Rick will not be available tonight, and that's going to create an even larger burden on the Sixers, who are having trouble getting scoring out of people other than Charles Barkley and Hersey Hawkins right now.
Well, this is a night where Manute Bol has to step up and establish himself not only as a shot blocker and a player who alters shots in the basket area, but a guy who's going to rebound and make some contribution to the offensive end. And I wouldn't be surprised to see Manute do that tonight, Jim. I look for a big game from Manute.
As always, a big game out of Michael Jordan, and Charles Barkley loves to rise to the occasion. The Bulls have not had much success here, despite some great individual achievements by Jordan, who was on the verge of another one tonight. He needs 7 points to reach the 15,000 plateau. And as we pointed out in our opening comments tonight, Mark Zumoff show, that Jordan got his 5,000th point here and his 10,000th, and now, barring some strange odyssey or odd portion of the game, he's going to get 15,000. Gilliam turns and gets the Sixers on the board.
Shot that right over Bill Cartwright before Bill was able to react to the play.
Hersey Hawkins, as always, has the unenviable task of guarding Jordan. This one tipped away by Ricky Green.
Interesting that Bol went down to double team Michael Jordan at the box. Jim Lynam said they're not going to double team Michael at the edges early, but when he gets it at the post, they're going to go right after him on the double team.
Pippen on the run and off the glass. We're tied.
Highly skilled player is Scottie Pippen. He can put it on the floor. He's a decent jump shooter and great in the open court.
They say it takes 3 years to settle in as to what you're going to be, and Pippen has certainly established himself as one of the league stars, a first-time All-Star last year.
Now that's interesting too, Jim. They did not double team Charles Barkley at the box. Horace Grant is playing him straight up without a double team. Charles should take advantage of that and go right to the basket against Horace.
Here is Green.
He can take it. He's quicker than Horace.
Grant with those.
There's another illegal.
Goggles. Here is Barkley on the drive. And he is fouled.
Bill Cartwright was illegal at that point, but he got away with it. Cartwright was in the lane across the basket line, and at that point he either has to double team Barkley or get out of the lane. But Charles took it. Charles went to the basket against Grant, as I think he should.
So Charles goes to the free throw line early on. That is generally a good sign.
And another good sign is that he made the first one. Jim.
Yeah. Bulls are starting to take a serious run at those red-hot Milwaukee Bucks. They're trailing now by 2.5 games. They've been on a hot streak. They've won 10 out of their last 12.
And nothing but net on those 2 free throws by Barkley.
And it's 4-2. Grant, Cartwright, and this is Paxson, along with Pippen and Michael Jordan.
John Paxson, a very effective player for the Bulls. About a 5-to-1 assist to turnover ratio.
Turning and firing is Jordan.
See, if Michael gets to the post, he'll turn to the baseline and shoot that before the double teamer gets there.
Jordan does things so spectacularly that you overlook some of the less impressive things.
That's the one that Ricky Green has to take and make.
Sure needed it at 6-4. Starting to talk about Jordan, whose shooting percentage keeps getting better each year. He's up around 52% now, which is fantastic for a guy who can do so many things with the ball. Another great shooter is Paxson, but not this time. Bol the rebound.
When you consider that Michael Jordan shoots shots inside, outside, around the basket, that is an extremely high percentage.
Only Jeff Hornacek shoots it better for a number 2 guard. And there's another great sign. 2 in a row by Ricky Green, and it's 8-4.
And Ricky is being more aggressive in going after his shot, and that's a good sign.
Jordan with the pump fake, loses one, but there was Bol to cut him off, but Pippen responds from the Jordan assist.
That's the danger of Michael Jordan. Not only can he score down there, but if you double team him, he's an excellent passer in finding his open teammates.
Hawkins grabbed in there. I think it's going to be Cartwright.
Personal fouls on John Paxson.
Nope, John Paxson commits the foul.
You see the Hawk put it on the floor against Michael Jordan, who's a great defender, both team and individual. He's an all-round outstanding player. He can defend you. He and Pippen combined for about 6 steals a game on the average, and that's a high number.
Jordan on the all-defense and all, of course, offense, all-world teams last year, and he also led the league in steals. Not much he can't do. Even his three-point shooting is improving rapidly. He's shooting 39% from three-point lane, and that's extremely good.
But not taking nearly as many, Jim, as he's taken in the past.
10-6 Sixers, who make their free throws in the early going. Nice dish inside to, Horace Grant.
I think Jim Lynam would have preferred not to double team Jordan out at the edges like Bol did that last time.
Gilliam backs in, soft hook shot.
Left-handed, right and left is Armand Gilliam. Charles Barkley hustling back on defense.
We've got a 12-8 game. Cartwright dishing back, now gets it again. Cartwright will fade on Bol, and that's a tip.
That's a nice move by Bill Cartwright, who's playing one of his better seasons in the recent, I'd say the recent 3 or 4 years. This might be the best that he's gotten off to.
12-10 now. Hersey Hawkins gets free on the baseline. Shooting very well at both ends.
Excellent move by Hersey to get open against Michael Jordan. Oh, Jordan took a pick.
Cartwright with that unorthodox jump shot, and it's an unorthodox finish too, as it caroms off the glass. Will lead pass to Gilliam, under control now, and he's got all kinds of floaters, doesn't he? Left-handers, right-handers. He even practices them before the game. You know, you don't see him out there shooting jump shots. He practices his floaters.
And again, good play by Ricky Green.
Jordan looking for space under there. Missed once, missed twice. Gilliam in the foot race for the ball. Now to Hawkins. Rebound Armand Gilliam. Ricky Green left wide open again, and not this time. Poked up and now controlled by Grant. This is Pippen.
Minute.
Pippen too hard off the glass. And they're going to have a loose ball foul called against Chicago.
Hard to get that trajectory over a minute. You don't know whether to shoot it off the glass, shoot it straight in, but you know you've got to get it up over that long arm.
Oh, delay here. Thought there was going to be a timeout call, but not the case. I don't know what the discussion was all about, but anyway, with 7:05 to go in the first quarter, the Sixers lead it by 6. Looking down at the Bulls bench, you can almost see by the arm movement by assistant coach Johnny Bach. He wanted Pippen to drive on Bol, not to stand there and try and shoot over. Hawkins drives on the Bulls and almost an over-the-head layup, but a foul call.
Hersey making a great penetration. That part of his game, Jim, has really improved.
Well, now we're going to get that Chicago timeout. 6:44 left to go in the opening quarter. Sixers by 6.
Michael Jordan, a tough guy to play in the half court or in the open court.
Well, as we resume here, it'll be a pair of free throws for Hersey Hawkins.
I like the Sixers' pace and their style of attack. They're going to the basket. They're getting to the free throw line as a result of it. The ball is moving crisply, and they're hustling back on defense.
The Bulls have a terrific home record, and last year they had one of their best home records, in fact, their second best season since 1972. But on the road, a bit of a different club, a kind of an enigma to their coaching staff.
Yeah, and Michael Jordan told me that the team does not play with the same intensity on the road, and you've got to do that.
Barkley working and has it stripped away by Grant.
Look out.
Charles will not fool with that man because he'll find a way to get it into the basket, and all you're going to do is foul him. 17-12.
Charles juking with the ball and held it out there. Horace Grant just took it from him.
Hawkins gets the nice screen inside and fades and fires. 19-12. Hersey coming off a 48-minute game in the loss to San Antonio. Played the whole second half and the 5-minute overtime stretch.
And Jim Lynam said he thinks that he should have given him some rest in that second half some point. I think you'll see him do it tonight.
Green has Gilliam underneath.
Again.
And another bucket.
Again.
8 points for Armin Gilliam.
Guy to defend, Jim.
Well, as you mentioned the other night, you don't know which hand the ball's going to come from, first of all.
Good defense. Great defense by Hersey Hawkins on Jordan.
Paxson can do this. Yes. Boom. Stand-up jump shots are keeping this guy in the league because he can really fill it up.
Yeah, over a 50% shooter and actually leading the league in three-point shooting percentage, but not enough attempts to be ranked.
Grant adjusts the goggles, gets Charles in focus. And another illegal defense call. So we're going to start to shoot some technical fouls.
Yeah, this is early for that, Jim.
4:43 left to go in the first quarter.
And that carries the rest of the game. So the Bulls are going to have to be careful. The Sixers should play this to their advantage now, trying to space the floor and give themselves the occasion, give the Bulls the occasion to keep getting these technical foul opportunities.
B.J. Armstrong comes into the game. That's him on Ricky Green. He replaces Paxson. Stolen away by Armstrong. The lead pass is stolen back by Hawkins. 3-on-3 as the Sixers spread the floor. It's a Ricky Green open jump shot. No. 22-14. The 76ers on top. 4:10 left to go now in the first quarter. Horace Grant had the flu, missed last night's game for the Bulls. Back in tonight.
Except for Jordan's breakaway off the steal from Barkley, the Bulls have not had a fast break scorer tonight. Fred Carter pointed that out as an emphasis for the Sixers defense tonight. Don't give them fast break opportunities. The open court stuff.
There's the delayed double team on Charles. Hawkins spins on Jordan, gets him out of the way, but Jordan's quick hands poked the ball loose. What a play. Michael was actually fading out of position and still made a play.
Minute.
You say minute, and everybody will know what you mean. Blocks by Bowl. There's a layup by Hawkins. Two big defensive plays by Bowl in the basket area. good-looking start here for the Sixers, who lead it by 10.
Jim, I mentioned that I thought Manute would have a big game. I can remember a game he had against my team when he played for the Bullets, and Moses Malone could not play. Manute came up with 15 blocks in that game.
He made it tough for Cartwright there, and then the Bulls frustrated once again. Stacey King now into the game.
This guy has a lot of potential, Jim. Stacey King, very quick, like Gilliam. He shoots that ball before you're ready for it. Nice pass, Barkley.
This layup, though, by Hawkins, as he may have been intimidated slightly in there by Cartwright. Look out. That is Air Jordan.
Doesn't matter who's in the way of that one.
He took off on runway 6.
Oh, my. Michael Jordan.
Fasten your seatbelts.
Oh, my.
Barkley, who has yet to attempt a field goal, lets one slip out of reach, but a timeout is called. 2:24 to go here in the first.
Not a great pass by Armand Gilliam that time. A little too close to Charles's feet.
We shall return right after this.
He knows who should get the ball. He's going to give a little bounce pass to Michael Jordan. Now watch him go. Up and over Manute Bol. And that's big, folks. When you go up and over Manute, let's take another look at it. Here's Jordan elevating and carrying it right through the hole. 14,999 career points, Jim.
Jack, I did the game right here at the Spectrum when he got 10,000. And that seemed like pretty good stuff at the time, but that was only 2 years ago. He's getting 5,000 every 2 seasons.
He's some player. Probably the highest skilled player ever to play this game.
Only Will Chamberlain got 15,000 sooner. There's Bill Cartwright with a turnaround, 24-18 now as the Bulls come back.
That's nice execution by the Bulls.
Pippen on Barkley. Charles, I think, wants to get a shot off
to Gilliam.
Now Gilliam works inside on King. Has it blocked from behind by Jordan, and out of bounds it goes. Or Pippen, or Jordan.
Yeah, Jordan got it. I think he also got part of Armand, too. Wasn't called. Uh-oh. Manute. The fans love to see Manute launch those.
Manute out shooting Charles Barkley so far.
Well,
Stacey King, and he can do that as well. Great baseline player. Loves that little turnaround jump. 24-20.
Watch Michael Jordan defensively on this. Oh, he's staying with Hawkins.
Ricky Green, yes indeed. Green with 3 field goals in the opening quarter, all on jumpers. 26-20. 22nd timeout will be taken here by the Chicago Bulls, and you can see some lecturing going on the part of Phil Jackson.
And I think Phil Jackson is saying, you've got to stay with Ricky Green. It's probably something that he just went over with his team.
The LA Gear Catapult to Victory Sweepstakes is coming to your participating Sports Nook and Athlete Foot stores. A promotion that's co-sponsored by us here at Prism, and look for it. 1:10 left to go in the first quarter.
Phil has finished his lecture of B.J. Armstrong.
What a character Phil Jackson is. I say that with all due respect. He's a little bit different than the average coach.
Yes, he is.
He'll show the game. Armand Gilliam gets a rest. 26-20, under a minute here in the first quarter.
Tough shot.
B.J. Armstrong high off the glass, and Barkley the rebound. 4 rebounds in the opening quarter for Charles. 2 free throws at the outset of the game, and that's been the scoring for Barkley. The Sixers have had other opportunities.
First he had a shot and didn't take it. Shot clock winding down.
Ron Anderson, he's open from here to Bulls bench and makes them pay.
That basket must seem like a bathtub to Ron Anderson lately. Anytime he's getting open for that jump shot, he's nailing it.
Technical foul on somebody down here. Manute Bol.
Technical foul has been assessed to Manute Bol.
I didn't even see what triggered that.
Charles Barkley. Now imagine this. Charles Barkley is giving Bol guidance in that department.
You have to remain under control, Manute, at all times.
Gentlemen, Michael Jordan with those 7 points.
Well, there's the 15,000-point plateau. Michael says, come on back in a couple more years. I'll be working on 20. Standing ovation. That's great. You know, he also broke the Bulls' all-time scoring record, surpassing Bob Love, and he did that here at the Spectrum as well. He's had a lot of big offensive nights right here.
As great a player as he is, Jim, I find him to be just as fine a person. Very understated, knows his job, knows that there are great expectations of him, but he wants to win. He wants to win a ring more than anything else, more than high score, MVP, or anything else. He wants a ring for his efforts with the Chicago Bulls team.
He does not have a championship. That is the one elusive ingredient right now. Among great players who really went long times and waited long times for championships, Oscar Robertson and Wilt Chamberlain. Here comes Brian Oliver. Oliver comes in, Manute Bol comes out.
Now that allows Jim Lynam to match up a little better. The Bulls don't have a center on the floor either. But they have that guy.
Barkley reaching in, bangs Jordan with the body, but that's not going to affect that man. He makes the layup and will go to the free throw line.
Watch this play. Michael Jordan spinning back, taking it strong. He started to shoot that with his left hand. Charles Barkley kind of shaking his head in amazement, and Charles does some unbelievable things himself in that department. But that was an outstanding play by Jordan.
Besides that tremendous athletic ability, he has very, very big hands, which enables him to control the ball, similar to the way Julius Erving used to do it. At the buzzer, Brian Oliver, and over everything. The Sixers hold on, though, to lead the Bulls at the end of the first quarter. The score, the Sixers 28, and the Bulls 24. We'll be back after this.
I think it's strong enough, actually. You know, I think I get in a case a lot of making moves without, you know, coming to a complete stop and making moves, trying to make 2 or 3 moves at the same time. You know, when you suggest, whenever you make a dribble move, you always have to come to a stop and make a dribble move. And I get a lot of my turnovers at trying to do that on the run. And, you know, it's a lot easier for guys to pick your pocket that way. So, you know, that's just something I have to just work on myself, that's all.
Hersey, of course, a natural right-hander, but the point I think that comes out of all that is even though you're in the league 2-3 seasons, there's still things to learn and things to perfect. And there's one guy that really works hard at everything.
Well, you have to be able to put the ball on the floor in either direction, Jim, and that requires you to dribble well with either hand. And Hersey has made giant strides in that department. He can put it on the floor going in either direction, and he does handle it well with either left or right.
Andre Turner now in for the 76ers. That's him on B.J. Armstrong.
That's a great matchup.
A lot of speed there. Wide open. In and out. Loose ball rebound grabbed away by Grant.
Sixers must come up with those loose balls.
On the drive, Manute Bol tried to just grab Jordan by the hips, but Michael didn't even react at all to that. Watch again.
And Michael, if you're going to defend Michael Jordan at the low post, you've got to take away the baseline because the double team is coming from the high side. Manute Bol was on the high side, and when Jordan went baseline, there was nobody there.
Ron Anderson poked in the eye as he grabbed that miss by Jordan. 28-26. Jordan in the first quarter had 10. Adds 2 more as the Bulls pull to within 2.
Well, that's a nice move by Brian Oliver. There goes Charles. Watch.
Doubled and tripled and still finds a little daylight in there somehow. And that's his first field goal of the game at 11:07 here in the second quarter.
Player you've got to watch. Good pass, Armstrong.
Jordan misses, but the follow-up from the weak side again is blocked by Bowl. And up again we go. And another deflection.
There he goes. There goes Charles.
And he is blocked up in there. Wow.
There's some great defensive plays being made here, John.
That's been put up and down by B.J. Armstrong. 30-28. Brian Oliver breaking down the floor. They didn't see him. Armstrong had a couple of strides ahead of Turner.
Personal foul, Brian Oliver. It's his first personal. Sixers second.
That foul is going to be called on Brian Oliver, his first.
That's Michael Jordan in the open court. Little shake and bake, little change of direction, exploding to the basket, getting the contact, getting himself to the free throw line.
I don't know if it's by design or whether Michael feels it, but he is really into the offensive flow of things early on. Often you'll see him kind of just drift around and let the other players get involved, and then he'll come on in the middle and latter stages of the game.
Bulls showing a little trap here. Let's see how they do with it.
Pretty good so far, and they force a bad pass off the hands of Ron Anderson. So the Sixers turn it over for the 5th time.
B.J. Armstrong made a great defensive play to put a lot of pressure on Andre Turner and force the turnover.
Bulls with a chance now to take the lead. Pippen behind the screen. Nope. Charles cannot save it. His inbound pass hit the end line. So the Bulls with another chance. Scottie Pippen has been rather subdued, and that's good. And there's another 16 for Jordan. Once had 69 in a game last year.
Ominous, 16 at this point.
Yeah. Ron Anderson. He beat the double team as both Pippen and Grant came running at him.
B.J. Armstrong has improved his game too, Jim. He plays under very good control.
Here is Pippen, the leaner, and off it goes for a foul throw.
Notice how Scottie Pippen jumped right into and over Ron Anderson, who was defending him body to body. That's a good move for a postman to make. Take the ball at the defender, not away from him.
The Bulls have made it to the conference finals against the Pistons twice in a row now, and are still searching for that missing link to get over the hump, and have been adding players hoping that somebody will provide that magic. Dennis Hobson was this year's addition, although so far he has been less than impressive.
I think the expectations of the Bulls for some of the players that they add is a little too great. I don't know why they would expect Hobson to be a great player when he hasn't shown it in his previous years in the league.
Look at Armstrong hustle his way to a near steal, but he steps out of bounds.
Between Armstrong and Paxson, they get about 16 points a game out of that position and about a 4.5 to 1 turnover ratio, which is very good.
$32-all with 9:05 to go in the first half. Barkley was open. Anderson couldn't find him.
Good play, Andre Turner. Got to make
it with it, but Barkley is right there to clean it up, and he's fouled.
Personal foul, Dennis Hobson.
There's a nice penetration by Andre Turner. He gets to 8 feet and shoots a 7-foot shot. But Charles is there to grab it and stick it back in.
And a free throw now coming up for Charles, who has made both of his previous attempts.
After Turner missed that shot, Charles Barkley had some words of encouragement for him. I like that from Charles. He will often do that to help pick up a player who has made an error or has missed a shot.
35-32.
He can shoot that.
Horace Grant. 4 points now for Grant. There's Barkley again and score the goal. And a foul.
Jim, that comes when Charles Barkley gets the ball and drives it right away. He got that ball and took it right to the basket, right into the heart of the defense, threw up that little floater after the contact to make sure he got to the free throw line. But he can do that. Charles rumbles to the basket, clears the way, and gets a shot up and scores it.
And hits the free throw. 10 points all of a sudden now for Barkley, who did not score a field goal in the first quarter.
Good toughness by Andre Turner.
Pippen took an excellent stride under there, and Ball again has you thinking, doesn't he?
The intimidator.
(38-34).
Gotta like Manute, not only as a player, but what else he does for humanity.
Brandon Barkley again.
Has a drive, Charles.
Rebound to King. King is really bulked up. And
Nice play, Stacey King.
offensive move in there.
Yes, sir.
4 points for Stacey King. Came into this league a little cocky last year, as you'll recall, and first couple turns around the leg was very frustrated. Then he really came on in the second half.
They like him with this team. All the coaches like Stacey King. He works hard.
There's Brian Oliver getting more confident with that outside shot. Oh, that's his first of the game. Ooh, whoa. Nobody wanted that one, and it just kind of bounced into the hands of Oliver, who hits the trailing man. He can't find a better guy to close it out.
Nice play, Brian Oliver. Brian's doing a nice job in the relief role now. This will give Jim Lynam confidence to use him in the second half and in clutch situations.
42-36 as B.J. Armstrong puts it up. Oliver on the run. He's got Turner to deal with and hits the trailer again. Oh, and they're going to call offensive foul on Barkley, who leaps and jumps and holds back some comments.
Let's see this one. Brian Oliver gives a pass to Charles.
I tell you what, nobody wanted to take the charge. The guys were sliding out of the way.
Yeah, and Charles was trying to slide off it. I think that's a no call.
6:45 to go here in the first half. The Sixers with a timeout. They lead it 42-36.
For Dennis Hobson.
Armstrong and Jordan now are in the backcourt. Jordan replaces Hobson.
And Scottie Pippen.
Ron Anderson defending Michael Jordan. Look at those moves. And the pass underneath. Good recovery, but a whistle.
Personal fouls on Manute Bol.
I don't even think Michael Jordan knows where he's going sometimes until he gets there.
Now,
He's got like an automatic pilot.
yeah, players like that, they don't think about it, Jim. They just go. And then they develop whatever play the defense gives them. Jordan drove. He got stopped by Bol, handed it off. Manute almost made a great defensive play because he stopped Jordan with one and I guess fouled Armstrong.
Bol has to be concerned about foul trouble without Rick Mahorn tonight. He's got 2 here in the first half with 6:27 to go.
Well, that's Hobson, isn't it? Excuse me.
Yeah, Hobson's back in. I'm sorry. They've got what amounts to their small lineup in there.
Gilliam. Anderson cuts in underneath and goes up over the top with a nice soft touch.
Good look by Armand Gilliam. Not known as a great passer, but if he's not under pressure, he can pick out guys that are open.
Jordan will try from long distance. Manute Bol in good position. Beats Cartwright for the ball. 5 rebounds for Manute.
Gilliam's open.
Pass a little bit late, giving reaction time to Grant, but a foul call.
The pass was made to the defensive side, and Ron Anderson wants to put that on the other side of Armand Gilliam.
John Paxson comes in, and now Armstrong is going to the bench.
Good job by BJ.
Hersey fades and has it blocked by Hobson. 44-37.
That one's going up. You knew that.
Off the glass and a miss for Gilliam.
Good transition defense by the Sixers to prevent the Bulls from getting a quick one.
Uh-oh. Nice pass to the cutting Cartwright. Bol came out to try and double Jordan, and he quickly recognized where Cartwright was.
Too far for Manute to come that time.
The miss is pulled down by Gilliam, who floats up. No. 44-39. Here come the Bulls right back. Now Grant, the open shooter. Hobson the miss. Puts it back up and gets it. Dennis Hobson with his first field goal. He's got 3 points. Acquired for a draft choice from the Jersey Nets. Hobson was the number 3 player picked 2 years ago in the NBA draft.
Yeah, he's never reached that status as an NBA player. There were great expectations of Dennis Hobson, but they haven't materialized. What he can do, we just saw, Jim, he's a pretty good offensive rebounder. Everyone expected him to be a great perimeter shooter, and he has not been that.
Sixers leading by 44-41 and have Hersey Hawkins there. Double figures for Hawkins already. He's got 11. For a full house, it's a rather quiet audience.
I think there's great expectation here tonight. The fans are waiting for something or someone to explode.
This is a tough stretch for the Sixers to come off a grueling road trip, and they have to play the likes of San Antonio, Chicago, Milwaukee on Friday night, and then back again the next night here against the improving New Jersey Nets. Wow. He's showing us a lot of that repertoire tonight.
It certainly is. That was well done, Michael Jordan.
18 points. 46-43.
Gilliam. Good pass.
Anderson is open on a fine feed, and Ron will make most of those.
Good pass by Armand Gilliam on the double team.
We're soon to get our first 76er look at Dave Hoppen. Going to come in and spell Bol most likely. There's the whistle. This will bring Hoppen and also Charles Barkley into the game.
Anderson is second. Team over the limit.
Hoppen, not a big leaper, Jim, but a hard worker in the basket area and has some decent offensive skills, although he's never been a high scorer.
He probably shoots better facing the basket than he does with his back to it in his 4th season out of Nebraska.
Again, Charles Barkley giving him a little pat on the butt as he walked onto the floor.
There is Hoppen. H-O-P-P-E-N. So Jordan keeps piling them up here. 20 points now, 48-45.
Bulls showing trap again, but now matching up as Barkley dribbles into the front court. Charles backing Pippen down.
That's over. That's over.
Traveling the call.
Traveling violation on the 76ers. Traveling.
Well, the Sixers turn it over for the 7th time. Paxson, Cartwright, Jordan, Grant, and this man Pippen. Now Cartwright will go right onto Hoppen and score it, and a foul. A bump foul going to be called on Dave Hoppen.
And the Bulls went right at Hoppen and got the ball to Cartwright, who just backed him right into the lane and jumped over him.
And a timeout is called. 2:57 left to go in the first half. The Sixers lead it, but by only one. We'll be back. And the foul will enable Cartwright a chance to tie this thing at 48 all.
Bill Cartwright has been a high percentage free throw shooter until this year. And he's not bad, but he has been an 80% shooter, and he's 72 at this juncture of the season. Uncommon for him.
2:50 left to play in the first half. Sixers playing without Rick Mahorn tonight, nursing a sore elbow. Here's an offensive foul called on Armin Gilliam, throwing his shoulder into Grant.
That kind of play happens frequently during the game and does not get a call.
Pippen behind the screen. Where has he been in the offense?
Cartwright has pretty good position again. Oh my.
Turns and spins, and they're going to call Hoppen again for another foul.
Personal fouls on Dave Hoppen, his second.
I think Jim Lynam's contention is that this kind of contact was certainly no greater than they called on Gilliam for the offensive foul.
Good point. Certain guys just don't get the respect. Ten points for Cartwright, who puts the Bulls ahead, 49-48.
This is kind of an ugly-looking free throw, Jim. But if you watch the release, he's got pretty good rotation on the ball as it comes off his fingers. Hoppen is really nervous.
All right, 2:18 to go. Sixers need a basket. They've got Barkley down low, and Hawkins feeds him. Scottie Pippen, the defender.
Great drive, Barkley.
Didn't get it, and out comes Jordan. In goes Jordan. We're seeing it all from him now. 22 points.
Jim Lynam wants a 20-second timeout.
Finally gets it with 1:50 exactly remaining here in the first half. And
20-second timeout taken.
We'll remind you that when we have this break in the action, it's a great time to break for the great taste of Bud Light. It's a big hit with fans everywhere because everything else is just a light.
Now, Jim Lynam, I know he doesn't want to take Hoppen out of the game right now after such a brief exposure, but he doesn't want the Bulls to punish him any longer either. Let's see, he has Manute Bol up there. I don't know if he's going to substitute him or not. He may, right here, put Manute back in for the remaining minute 50 seconds of this period. Yes, he is. And Fred Carter is giving Hoppen a little encouragement also. Tough spot for a newly acquired player. Not so young, Dave Hoppen, but a newly acquired player. He wants to do so well that sometimes it comes out wrong for him.
When he gets angry, can we say he's Hoppen mad?
You certainly can.
All right. Barkley, Green, Hersey Hawkins, Manute Bol, and Armin Gilliam. Hawkins challenges, runs out of room. And the Sixers run out of time. 24-second clock. Good defense, Chicago.
Excellent defense.
So, the Bulls by 3. Their biggest lead in the game. The turnover count mounting in favor of the Bulls. My goodness.
That man is playing like there's nobody out there but him and the basket and the ball.
53-48. Jordan and Barkley, there's a great matchup, but not for long. Sixers having trouble getting good shots, and that was not a good shot, but Hawkins made it.
Yeah, that was a tough shot. Bulls defended him quite well. Hersey shot it anyway and made it.
Cartwright swings an elbow. You know about his elbows. He swings one right into Manute Bol.
There's that fadeaway by Jordan.
Michael Jordan.
He's
26 points.
taking it into the lane where Manute Bol is, but rather than go at Bol, he's just fading back and firing that soft jump shot.
Ricky Green off the dribble, no. Rebound by Pippen. You recall any games against you that Jordan just blew your mind? Do you have any special ones?
Well, he had 40s against my teams, but I don't remember him getting, one of those giant nights.
Did you always double him?
Always.
In and out, up and down, everywhere?
Oh, yes. Watch this.
Left-handed, and boy, that would have brought the hometown fans up in the floor. I tell you, there's a lot of folks that appreciate this game, and even though he's got the opposing uniform on, they certainly marvel and respect what he can do.
Watch the agility that he demonstrates. He can shoot that ball with either hand, takes it to the basket, gets the contact, gets it up there with his left hand under full control.
Ron Anderson returns for the
Here comes some substitutions. Hobson and Ron Anderson, respectively, for the Bulls and Sixers. Jordan has only missed one field goal attempt so far here in this first half.
Got to watch the Bulls trapping from this situation too, Jim. They'll put severe pressure on you. They've got a small team on the floor. They'll hit you hard and try and get a quick steal here.
And the Bulls now starting to pull away a bit. Increase their lead to 7 points. There's the pressure, and the Sixers just able to get across the midline. Wide open jumper for Anderson at the buzzer, fades away, and a closing rush, but more significantly, an incredible offensive show by Michael Jordan, who finishes this first half with 28 points, 28 of the 57. The Bulls lead it by 7. Don't forget, Hersey Hawkins, Armin Gilliam featured at halftime. Jack and I'll be along as well. All of that right after this. He also happens to be one of the finest passers in the NBA, so, but what the heck, you can't leave things the way they've been. He's just on fire so far.
But what that does, Jim, it puts pressure on the other players to come through, and the Bulls have not always been able to do that. They don't have great perimeter shootings. Pippen is a little erratic. John Paxson is a guy you're going to have to cover, but I'd say get the ball out of Michael Jordan's hands, number one, and then go after the rest of the guys.
Who holds the record for most points in the first half? How about Dominique Wilkins? He had 33 here back in 1987.
Dominique's some good basketball this year, Jim. I think he's having his finest year with the Hawks.
Well, the Hawks, who looked dreadful when we last saw them, have gotten themselves back in pretty good shape. We're back here to start things in the second half. Scottie Pippen takes the shot, and Charles Barkley the rebound. Cartwright, Pippen, Paxson, Jordan, and Grant in the game for the Bulls. Barkley and Hawkins on this side of the floor. Ricky Green, Manute Bol, and Armin Gilliam. One-on-one move. Barkley looks for daylight, pumps it up, and gets the basket.
See, the Bulls are double teaming Barkley from the top of the circle. John Paxson is going to drop down. Michael Jordan is staying with Hersey Hawkins. Charles just bulls his way through there and has that unique ability to hang in the air for a post guy and kiss it off the glass and get the score and the foul.
Rebound to Cartwright. If you missed the earlier news, Larry Bird is going to be out of the lineup indefinitely for the Boston Celtics with a nerve problem that's affecting his back.
And that could be a serious blow.
Cartwright, left hand.
Yes. Manute
got it. Ricky Green screens off Grant, and the Sixers will have it inbounds.
Manute got a little touch of that ball.
57-52. Sixers trying to get out of a slump here where they've had trouble winning ball games. Really thought they should have won the game the other night. Gilliam pops it in. 10 points for him.
I like Armin Gilliam's play down at the low post. I haven't seen a lot of it, but I've liked what I've seen these first 2 games. He's going to be a great addition as far as scoring in that box area.
Now you see him guarding Horace Grant.
Now, where's the double on this guy?
Jordan missed one. Actually, he's missed 2 the whole game. The Sixers now down by 3. Gilliam again, low posting. Moving on, Pippen goes up the other side. And here's a big timeout by Phil Jackson. He came out almost to the free throw line, and he's hot.
Well, something that the Bulls are doing or not doing has aroused Phil Jackson's ire.
10:24 to go. We'll be back after this.
Nice play, nice team play between Ricky Green and Armin Gilliam.
And what was a Bulls lead of 7 is now back to just 1. Here's Paxson. One step and up it goes.
That's his game.
4 points for him. I keep saying he's going to surrender his starting role someday, but he keeps coming back each season right there.
He's going to get him again.
Gilliam goes right-handed, goes off the glass.
He's going to drive Horace Grant crazy. And then Phil Jackson right behind him.
59-58.
Good defense by Gilliam.
Bingo. 30 now. 30-something.
I haven't seen any quick double tees on Michael Jordan.
Alley-oop play for Barkley is cut off by the great athletic ability of Scottie Pippen, who finally gets a shot. He hasn't had many. Maybe that's why. Paxson again.
Oh, post up.
Jordan spins right into double team traffic. Had to shoot the ball quicker than he wanted because Barkley was coming right at him. And Charles is going right at the basket, and a blocked foul. Will they give him the goal? Yes.
Now, that was more of a charge than what they called on him in the first half. Watch Charles. He's going down. Let's see if the defense is set. I think Pippen was set. More so than the charge they called against Charles in the first half. Maybe this was a makeup call.
Well, here's a chance for a three-point play and a tie game at 61 if Charles can make it. Third quarter action with 9:02 to go.
Now, what's Michael Jordan thinking right now? I watch him walking up the floor. They have a 7-point lead. It's back to tie. I think Michael is saying to himself, I got to take this game over again.
John Paxson takes over from the outside. Interesting game they had the other night. I'll get into it a little bit here. Gilliam.
Good play, Ricky Green. Got it right back to him.
A little two-man action, and Gilliam is fouled.
No basket.
John Paxson on the reach-in.
Bulls playing the other night had a 24-point lead. They took Michael out in the fourth quarter. Next thing, there was a 10-point lead. Put him back in, went to 18. Took him out, went back to 10. Chicago fans have learned to stick around, even when the Bulls are way ahead, because Michael might be on the bench, but often not for very long. Here he forces a turnover as Hawkins dribbles it right into the bench. The Bulls sell out for every game. You can see why.
He's so entertaining to watch. And if he's on your team, if he's the home team player, I'd pay to see him.
Wow. Here's a jump shot by Grant. 6 points. 65-61, just like that. Bulls have bolted up by 4. Steal from behind by Grant. Picking it up loose is Paxson. Whoa, and he didn't take it. He could have made something spectacular, but stayed under control.
Jim Lynam wants a timeout. From tie game, they go to 6 down quickly.
7:48 to go in the third. We'll be back after this.
here's John with the ball. Horace Grant is going, and over on that far wing, Michael Jordan. John Paxson throws a high pass to Jordan, assuming that Michael is going to go up and crush that one, but Michael waited for it to come down, made the easy layup. But that starts from defense, and the Sixers guilty of a turnover.
Jordan has won 4 consecutive scoring titles. He's right in the thick of things again. The record is 7 straight by none other than Wilt Chamberlain, but Jordan and Chamberlain are mentioned almost in the same sentence now about every record that has to do with scoring.
Michael Jordan sifted through a double team somehow and blocked that shot.
Charles Barkley just sifted through some defense down there to follow up the miss. Wilt, of course, you've already heard, will have that 13 sent up into the rafters on March the 18th. Hawkins trying to guard Jordan. And there's Pippen, who only has 6 points in the game. And he's been content just to kind of float around and let Michael have the stage.
But they need that from him. Michael Jordan gave him a look of approval after he knocked that shot down. They need for these guys to knock down shots when Michael's double teamed.
Pippen on defense.
Great drive.
Loses it to Barkley and fouls Charles.
Now, Scottie Pippen is pretty quick. Has good quickness and good lateral movement, but he can't stay with Barkley. Charles gets by, has great body control, and puts that ball up and in with the left-hander.
Pippen with 4 fouls. Some guys need that first step to get by, and Charles can do it in a half a step. 69-66 now as the Sixers try and hang tough with a team that is getting a great night out of Michael Jordan. Pippen again. Well, a new weapon has been discovered here. 8 points for Pippen. 5-point Chicago lead.
Armin Gilliam has position.
And the ball. And a nose for the basket and a foul.
Personal fouls on Michael Jordan.
Jordan commits the foul.
Personal foul, the team's over the limit.
It's only his first.
Armin Gilliam at
The
the
Bulls
line.
have switched defensive assignments and had Cartwright defending Gilliam that last time. And Gilliam took it right by Bill Cartwright. Got the foul from Michael Jordan as he swept across the lane.
Gilliam, who signs autographs left-handed, shoots free throws right-handed.
Larry Bird does the same thing.
Yeah?
Larry Bird is a natural left-hander, so when he throws in those sweeping left-hand hooks, he's really doing it with his natural hand.
71-68, 6:10 left in the third quarter.
Sixers trying to tighten up. Good play, Ricky Green.
Ooh, Ricky Green had to do a imitation of what's that to comedian Max Sennett there. Drift by Paxson without fouling him.
Trapped by the Bulls.
Jordan almost had it, and he had a breakaway if he got the ball. Instead, he knocks it out of bounds.
Someone has to step up from inside. Manute Bol was the guy. When they're getting trapped out at half court, you've got to have a big man receiver somewhere in the middle of the floor.
Again, the crowd quieting down here as the Bulls try and take charge in the third quarter. They led by 7 at the half. Air ball is retrieved now by Cartwright.
Yeah, that's Hersey Hawkins and his anxiety to get that shot over Jordan. He shot it too quickly. Michael is
Great threads the needle over to the corner.
Indeed.
Now the wide open Cartwright. He's a good shooter from right there, but this one drifted off the line. Offensive rebound sets up the Bulls again. Jordan looks like he can do anything he wants.
Yes, you get the idea that he's almost toying with the defense.
Cartwright again, a poor shot. Bol had it, lost it. And now the Sixers finally get it on a tip off by the Bulls. 4:57 in the third. Our next telecast on Saturday night against the New Jersey Nets.
Bulls showing trap again, but now matching up. Pippen is now guarding Bull, which leaves Cartwright on Gilliam.
Pippen is a great drifting defender in the first place. He'll do a lot of that now with not much to worry about with Manute. Ricky Green hits again.
That's a big hoop by Ricky Green off the double team of Gilliam at the box. Ricky knocks it down.
4 field goals for Green. And a little bump and a foul call.
Personal fouls on Hersey Hawkins.
First foul of the night, yes, for Hersey Hawkins.
Team foul the quarter.
Got to watch Michael Jordan getting the ball right down at the low post. But Pippen was not looking in his direction.
Brother. Hersey Hawkins. Oh, he missed the shot.
I think Bull may have gotten a little piece of that.
Now, Hersey Hawkins is not a slow defender, but he left the screen, I mean the television screen, when Jordan faked to the right and went left.
Phil Jackson complaining that Michael got fouled and there was no call on him, which is possible. But Michael gets a lot of fouls called for him that other players don't get. I think sometimes referees assume that he got fouled because he does so many things in the air and at the basket.
The Celtics without Larry Bird tonight and for an extended period of time are taking on the Milwaukee Bucks. They lead it by 21 the third quarter. What about this?
They're playing well.
Beat the Knicks without Bird last night. And everybody's been jumping on the Knicks. Pippen has room to the basket. Bull reaching over, commits the foul.
Personal foul for Manute Bol. His 4th personal foul. Team
That's unfortunate that Manute gets the foul here. Pippen drives at him. I think if Manute had just waited at the basket, Pippen would have had to invent some kind of shot. But Manute reached in and committed the foul.
Jason Williams replacing Manute Bol. So Gilliam, Barkley, and Williams making up the front court. Hawkins and Green in back.
I would expect Gilliam to defend Cartwright. Jason Williams to handle Grant. Let's see what they do.
3-point Chicago lead, 3:45 to go.
Look at Michael Jordan stalking Hawkins.
Charles fades, and this one well short. Jordan out with the rebound.
John Paxson for 3.
He doesn't miss too many. Sixers with a chance to run. They've got 3 on 2, but a steal from behind by Pippen, and he collides with his friend Jordan, and they lose the ball. A break for the Sixers.
Yeah, that was good pursuit by Scottie Pippen, popping that ball loose. Sixers need a score here, Jim. They need for something to happen up at the offensive end. It's going to be Jason Williams.
They only trail by 3, but I have the feeling that Michael Jordan can turn on the juice at any time. In and out for Ricky Green. Back up for Barkley, trying to get the foul. Now he takes it up again and somehow found daylight in there. Usually he'll draw a foul in that kind of situation.
You can't give him that. You cannot give him that. That transition field goal, that's a killer.
They get it right back, and only 3 seconds tick off the clock.
Big play by Barkley. Big offensive rebound play.
Gilliam does not want to shoot it from there. But
no, he can't shoot it from there.
3-point attempt. Short of the mark as the clock was running down as the ball was in the air.
And that's all too slow. Jim Lynam doesn't like that at all. The Sixers have to get into action. Gilliam handling the ball out above the circle. He can't shoot it from there. It's not his shot.
77-74. Look at that turnover differential. Turnaround jump shot by Cartwright is good.
Now, I was wrong, Jim. They're defending Cartwright with Jason Williams, and the Bulls are going right at Jason the same way they did against Hoppen. Now the Sixers become even smaller with Ron Anderson, Barkley, and Jason Williams as their frontline players.
And the Bulls lead back to 5. We're going to keep it right here. There's 2:08 to play here in the third quarter. We look at Phil Jackson. That's John Bach. His assistant, Jim Clemens, and Tex Winter, the brain trust for the Bulls.
Talking to Jerry Krause, the general manager, before the game, and Jerry likes these assistant coaches very much. They have a wealth of experience. Tex Winter was a long-time college coach and a very successful one at Kansas State, University of Washington, Long Beach, coached in the NBA for the Houston Rockets. Very highly respected guy. And John Bach, another fellow who had a long college experience at Fordham and Penn State, then coached the Golden State Warriors for a time. And they bring a lot of wisdom to the Bulls coaching staff, and Jerry Krause was saying that Phil Jackson listens to them. Tex Winter has a great deal of input into the offensive play of the Bulls. He sets up what they want to do offensively, and they carry it out well.
From here, the Sixers move on to another tough spot. The Milwaukee Bucks are next on Friday night. We'll be back Saturday with the New Jersey Nets, and then a weekend doubleheader for you. Friday and Saturday, Golden State and the New York Knicks. Another shot at the Knicks on the road, and later on this month, the Indiana Pacers are back.
Well, Sixers have to revive themselves here, Jim. The last couple of opportunities down the floor, they have not had good shooting selections, and they need that each time down. They need to take the ball to the basket, create openings. Hawkins is having a terrible time getting shots against Jordan. When the Bulls double team, they are not leaving Hersey Hawkins. Michael is staying close enough to Hawkins so that he doesn't get any open shots.
Ron Anderson in now, along with Barkley and Jason Williams. Hawkins and Green complement the starting unit. Dennis Hobson comes on for Chicago. He's number 2. 80-74, the Bulls.
Dennis Hobson is going to defend Ron Anderson. If Hersey Hawkins can get the Bulls in a switch, which will give him the ball against Hobson, he could do some business against Hobson. But Jordan is staying with him on that exchange.
Barkley trying to swerve by the double team. The ball is knocked out of bounds. The Sixers will keep it. 4 seconds, though, on the shot clock.
This is the time for one of the Sixers' lob plays or a quick screen. And Jason Williams wasn't in position.
Hawkins, 1 second, gets it off in time and counted.
Tough shot by the Hawk.
2-point goal as Hawk was close to the 3-point line.
Jordan at the box. Look out.
Look at that spin move, and
Charles
blocked by Barkley. Ricky Green trying to beat Paxson. About 6 years ago, that would have been a layup for Ricky Green. He'd have blown right past him, but Paxson got good position and took the hit.
Great block by Charles Barkley, who comes from the second defensive position. Ball out to Ricky Green, who has Ron Anderson on a wing. He elects to take it to the basket against John Paxson and gets the foul against John.
Armstrong comes in. Ricky Green breaking out of the doldrums as far as scoring is concerned tonight. He's got 11 points.
I think what Ricky said before the game, Jim, about being more aggressive, we're seeing it tonight, and it's paying off for him. He's making a better contribution at the offensive end.
Sixers are only down by 2. Cartwright, great position, and he just puts that ball up there where you can't block it and floats it in.
Charles Barkley defending Cartwright that last time.
82-78 now. Ron Anderson looking for help. Hawkins open. Hersey Hawkins.
Once again, excellent team play by Ricky Green to reverse that ball as soon as he caught it and get it to the Hawk who was wide open.
This is Hobson.
Oh my.
Puts it on the floor, left-handed shot up and good. That's the thing they didn't think you could do. Hobson.
That was nicely done. Spun back, got his left hand in there and finished the play.
Now there's just 24 seconds to go in the quarter. 11 coming up on the shot clock. Ricky Green, tough angle there. Jason Williams got the rebound, a foul to do it.
Well, the Sixers are not in the penalty, so it only gives the Bulls the ball in the backcourt. 15 seconds to go on the game clock.
Jordan, after that 28-point first half, has been content with only a couple of field goals here in the third quarter. We honestly thought we might be seeing one of those 50-plus shots. We may yet, but here's the spin, the give, the go, or whatever else he throws at you.
Personal foul, Jason Williams, his second, team over the limit.
And we'll see Michael Jordan, a free throw shooter.
Shooting 2.
Michael started off with just a slow dribble, drew Jason Williams on the double team, and then burst right by both defenders and got to the basket area.
Another accolade you can throw his way is that he's a durable guy. Played in every game last year.
Now that's sometime. I don't think I've ever seen Michael Jordan miss a free throw that badly. He just about got iron that time.
Looked like Mars Blackman on that. .6 seconds left in the quarter as Jordan tries to put the Bulls ahead by 5.
Again, you've got to watch the Bulls with a trap after this free throw. Misses them both.
Maybe somebody sat on his arm at halftime. Jordan misses 2 free throws badly, and the Sixers are hanging around. The Bulls lead it 84-80. We'll be back.
Feet on this one. Slips, loses control with both feet. That's a walk, folks, but not for Michael Jordan. He gets into the basket area, gets a ball up there, and gets contact. He doesn't make many mistakes, but we just saw him miss some free throws in addition to that slipping and sliding on the floor.
Jordan will get a rest, it would appear. Yes, here come the Bulls back on the floor with Pippen, Grant, King, Hobson, and B.J. Armstrong.
Now this is the time when the Sixers should assert themselves. Hersey Hawkins is going to get open against Dennis Hobson, unsure. And Andre Turner can handle the ball well enough against B.J. Armstrong to create some stuff.
He's got Barkley, Jason Williams, and Ron Anderson, along with Hersey Hawkins. This one not able to control it underneath there is King.
It's a great time to look for Hawkins off screens because he can shake Dennis Hobson, I'm sure.
Nearly thrown away. Turner saves it. Charles from outside again, right down the well. Barkley with 26.
Charles has had a quietly productive night.
And the Sixers just by 2 on the short end. Looks inside for King, and he banks it off the glass.
That's nicely executed by the Bulls. Scottie Pippen giving a nice bounce pass, and King finishing the play against some pretty good pressure.
Here's Jason Williams' first shot of the night. Stacey King the rebound. Armstrong the miss. The tap is finally grabbed by Jason Williams. Grant missed the tap. The runner comes in. It's Ron Anderson. Good look by Andre Turner.
Yeah, Andre, he had Hersey on the wing and kept Hersey running and then gave it off to Anderson going to the basket.
Well, Anderson is one of those guys that can run all night.
Yes, he can. Tireless runner. But he works at that, Jim. Good play, but good play by King.
A foul call.
Jason Williams, his third.
Jim Lynam is telling Jason Williams, keep your feet on the floor. Don't go for those pump fakes.
For Charles Barkley. Stacey King shooting 2.
King averaged 26 points a game at Oklahoma 2 years ago. I don't know how he got up and down the floor that quick. Boy, they fly.
Now, he can run, though, Jim. This guy can run the floor. I think we talked last year. He's a slender Wayman Tisdale.
He looks a little bit more than slender, though, this year. The uniform just doesn't fit right. Anyway, the Bulls up by 3. Ooh, bad pass Anderson and a potential breakaway here. Hawkins tries to cut it off and finally gets help from Turner.
Nice play by Hersey Hawkins.
Sixers just hustled their way into a save there. Ooh. Line drive pass, and Turner was just too close, and he knows it. Too close to Ron Anderson.
And too hard on the pass. You have to be able to give a pass that the receiver can handle. That was a little too hard.
There's that turnover differential again.
That's big. Because the Sixers are a 15-a-game turnover team, and they've already reached that plateau.
Pippen decides it's my turn. Scottie Pippen coming alive in the second half.
And you can't defend a jump shooter like Scottie Pippen by going behind the screen like Ron Anderson did. He gave up a 15-foot jump shot. It's too good a shot.
89-84 Bulls, 9:40 to play. A timeout, and we'll be back.
You know what? One of the surprising things was that Bob Weiss elected to go with John Contact rather than Moses Malone. I think it's turned the team around.
So far, so good. Hawkins gets a 3. Sixers need all they can get now, and they picked up 3 and trail by 2.
The Hawks getting a little daylight now that Michael Jordan's out of the game, and he should take advantage of it, and the Sixers should look for him.
Pippen runs and scoops.
You can't give it to him. You cannot give it to him, and Jim Lynam is going to get either Ron Anderson or Jason Williams out of there.
4-point Bulls. If you were the Bulls, Jack, and had that need to get over the hump, what would be the one ingredient that you find not quite there yet? They seem to have the package in the starting lineup.
Yeah, I'd go after Tony Kukoc with everything that I have. He's a Yugoslavian player who is still over there, and he's a great player. He has the potential to be a star in the NBA.
How do they say dollars in Yugoslavia?
Oh, he's making big. He knows how to say dollars. He's making big dollars over there now, whatever the exchange is in Yugoslavia. Oh, great play.
Underneath, but not the roll for Armin Gilliam, who kicks a knee up in disgust. Now, you told me about Kukoc a couple of years ago, maybe early last year.
Well, he's only 23, Jim, and the Bulls have the rights to him. Jerry Krause said they're negotiating, but they haven't landed him yet. You'll see a great player when he comes over here. The best European player ever.
Oh, my goodness.
Yes.
A big kid who can shoot from outside.
Oh, yes. Yeah, 6'11", handles it like a guard, great passer.
91-89.
Sixers closing the gap. They need to get a pad while Michael Jordan's on the bench. Will Jackson won't leave him there long.
B.J. Armstrong tries to set something up. Decides to take it himself. Hawkins with the good straight-up arm defense, but going up and over. What a play by Armstrong.
Yes, indeed. I like that kid, Jim. He's improved. He's got good speed. He handles the ball well.
Well, he looks like a choir boy, but they say he's got a lot of toughness in him. Clock running down on the Sixers. They'll have to get it up right now and do. Armin Gilliam with 20 points. That's just about what he was averaging with the Charlotte Hornets.
I think he's going to average more with the Sixers than he did with Charlotte.
Why is that?
He's going to get more opportunities. The Sixers need a scorer, and they're going to look for him like they are tonight.
King on the roll. A rebound, and Hawkins got a hand on it, tapped it to his teammate Anderson. This could tie it. Gilliam wrestles with Pippen. Now Hawkins three. Deep rebound is saved by the stretching Pippen.
Watch this guy in the open court.
Well, he finds Armstrong. In and out. Hobson has it stripped. Again. Who hit it? Andre Turner. Freddie Carter tried to officiate that play. Thought he had it called correctly.
Freddie's in every play.
In any case.
What? Here he comes.
Jordan and Cartwright making their way in, and here comes Manute Bol. You saw the signal for him by Jim Lynam. 7:07 left to play.
Jim Lynam is going to give Hersey Hawkins a rest. Probably be for a couple of minutes only. And then bring him back in for Ron Anderson.
Anderson immediately goes body to body with Michael Jordan, who's not appreciating the contact at the moment. Now they're squared up on the open floor. There's the stop and the go and the fall away.
The field goal. Stop, the go, and the field goal in rapid order.
34 now for Jordan. He's averaging just around 30 a game, as is Charles Barkley. They're only fractions apart for the scoring lead.
Oh, great catch by Gilliam. Not a great pass, but a great catch. Here he goes.
On the floor. You don't see him make the power move. This time good enough to get the free throws.
Gilliam, here's the ball with Gilliam. Pump fake, drive it across the lane. See, that's not lightning quick, but it's strong, and he knows how to get into the defense and get the foul. Jim Lynam called Ron Anderson over to talk to him after that entry pass about, I'm sure, about making a better pass to Gilliam.
Only one this time. 3-point Chicago lead, 6:30 to go. Ooh, Jordan throws it right over the head of B.J. Armstrong.
Michael acknowledges the B.J. My fault, says Michael. That occurred because the Sixers ran at him. I think they should do it more.
Update at the Boston Garden. The Bucks are coming back. They trail by 5 now. After falling behind by 21, they're in the fourth quarter. Andre Turner.
Big hoop by Andre.
95-94. Sixers need some stops. Haven't been able to make a real run at the Bulls. They've been just chipping away. 2 points here, 2 points there. This one knocked away by Turner.
Good defense by Charles Barkley and taking away the drive from Scottie Pippen.
What do we got? A Bulls timeout indeed with 5:41 remaining. A 1-point basketball game.
And only 8 on the shot clock when the Bulls come back to put it in play.
And we'll be back when they come back right after this.
Their defense from here to the end. Here is Andre Turner defending B.J. Armstrong. Cuts him off. Charles Barkley steps out. Stop it there. Charles has stopped Scottie Pippen from his penetration to the basket. Now look where the other Sixer defenders are. Everybody's in position to shut off his man. Michael goes up in the air, or Pippen goes up in the air, throws a soft pass that Turner gets a hand on and deflects out of bounds. So the Bulls have the ball, but there are only 8 seconds left on the shot clock, and the Sixers show a little tougher determination to defend the ball and the man
from here to the end of the game. 5 minutes, 41 seconds left. 1 point deficit.
Defense has not come easy to two hot shooting teams tonight. The Sixers are at 57% right now. The Bulls at 55, but the Bulls lead by 1.
There goes Jordan. Great defense, Ron Anderson.
Made it the dish off, and that's one of the great things if you're the off guard, because Michael will get you an open shot because he draws so much traffic. You can make them open shots. You're going to have a lot of fun. 97-94. There's another open shot. This one by Turner, no. And no foul. Thought we might get a whistle as Gilliam wrapped around Cartwright.
Open shots. Have to knock those down at this stage of the game. From here to the end, they're going to be open shots. You got to knock them down.
Cartwright with Bowl on him. Takes him baseline. Well short of the mark.
Good defense by Manute Bol. He did not go for Cartwright's pumps and jerks. Waited for it to happen. Just put his arms up. There goes Charles.
Shaking and baking. Rebound by Jordan. Saw the opening from the weak side. Ron Anderson says, I've got a new form of defense.
That's not bad.
Bear hug.
Sixers only with 1 team foul. So Ron takes away Jordan's drive to the basket. And Hersey Hawkins now comes back in.
Along with Horace Grant.
Ricky Green returns for Andre Turner.
Ricky Green in. Green, Barkley, Hawkins, Bowl, and Gilliam.
Returns for the Bulls.
Post up, Jordan.
36.
Well executed by the Bulls.
Moved the ball so quickly that the Sixers couldn't double team.
Yeah. Trying to front Gilliam now with Cartwright.
Cartwright is all over Armin.
Armin's a little quicker than Bill. He should take him.
Decides to go over the top, softly, and down it goes. 23 points for Gilliam. Take 9 out of 11 shots so far.
And not difficult shot for Gilliam. All within his repertoire. Baseline is open. Going to need help.
Jordan can't believe something didn't happen. It wasn't his fault.
That time, Manute Bol did not commit himself. Watch Manute on this play. Here goes Jordan baseline. Manute does not come after him. He waits and then goes up as Jordan goes and releases the ball.
With a 99-96 lead, the Bulls call a timeout, and we shall return right after this.
Sixers are going to have to be careful of lob passes at this point. Watch a high pass to Jordan or Pippen in the basket area. Michael is so tough to defend that you can put a ball almost anywhere and he'll go get it. Let's see what they do.
Pippen will be the inbounds passer.
Got to watch a direct pass. Charles Barkley is playing back so that Jordan will not be able to receive easily.
Wow, if that one went in, I would have jumped out of here. Wow, looked like the Bulls got away with a save there.
Well, Jimmy Clark was right there.
Sure was. A little closer than we were. 3:29 on the clock as Cartwright arches one of those peculiar jump shots. He's had a little trouble with that shot tonight.
Well, he's had his greatest success when Manute Bol's been out of the game. Manute's going to be in there, I think, from here to the end.
Double team on Gilliam. Fader by Ricky Green. But look at that rebound.
Lord.
I don't know where he came from, but that rebound deserved a two-point basket. It's as high as I've seen Charles in.
That was incredible.
6 years. He was way up there.
Like he was catapulted into space. Baseline. Field goal.
101-96. 38 for Jordan.
Sixers have to get scores now, Jim. 5-point deficit. Need that one.
may get it yet. Manute puts it where you can't block it. Now he's going to score.
Yes!
But he traveled.
Oh!
They called the walk.
Unfortunate for Manute. Manute getting heavy pressure from Horace Grant.
Yeah, he did sneak a little stride in there. But you'd think with Michael Jordan on the other team, you have some payback coming on a walk here or there.
I did not see the walk.
4 minutes remaining in the fourth quarter.
Big hoop.
That puts the Bulls up by 7. The clock at 1:58.
Jim Lynam is irate.
I thought I detected a little shuffle, though, by Bol. Got an extra step in on his drive to the basket.
Bennett Salvatore came over quickly to quiet Jim Lynam down. Let's take another look at Manute. Heavy pressure, as we mentioned, from Horace Grant. I think that's legal, Jim. I don't see any walk at that.
I think you're right. I retract my call.
One dribble, 2 steps. That's what you're allowed. And the crusher. Legal play. That's unfortunate for the Sixers. That's a
4-point turnaround.
4-point turnaround.
And we're looking at a 7-point Chicago lead with 1:58 to play.
See, that's such a huge difference at this stage of the game. Instead of 98-101, you got 96-103 with only 1:58 left. Still time for the Sixers, however.
Man of few words. Another key factor in this game has been the Sixers' inability to protect the ball. A 16-6 turnover difference. And it's cost them.
Yeah, 24 points. This is a very well-played game from the Bulls' standpoint, turning it over only 6 times. They average 15 a game, as do the Sixers, but the Bulls are well under their average, and the Sixers are a little over theirs. Sixers need some quick scores. Not quick shots necessarily, but quick scores. By that I mean you don't want to hurry your shot, but you want to get to it quickly and go after it.
Barkley is low. Anderson feeds him. They're going to go right after this one.
Well done. Well done. That's what I like to see Charles do. No hesitation. Get the ball, take it to the basket, get the score. Watch Barkley. Spins baseline, gets cut off by Horace Grant, powers his way to the basket, throws up a soft shot that rolls off the rim but gives him 2 free throw opportunities. And Manute Bol
getting ready to come back.
Need these.
Bol returns for the 76ers.
Here is Bol. Now he'll replace
Ron Anderson.
Ron Anderson.
Well, Manute is going to be on the floor whenever Jim Lynam can put him there for defense, and Ron will come in whenever Jim can put him in for offense. Now, you can't stop the ball on each of those occasions, but there will be times when that can happen. Those are costly. Those are costly misses by Charles Barkley.
1:33 is the time remaining. Into the hands of the go-to man. Cartwright again. All of a sudden, Cartwright nails a pair. He has now topped his season high. He's got 19, 105.96.
And that might have been the nail in the coffin.
Triple teams on Barkley. Not much there. One minute exactly on the clock, and the Bulls have this one pretty safely in hand.
Yeah, and they'll take their time. Michael Jordan will use as much of that 24-second clock. They're down to 8 right now. and in no hurry to shoot it, just as long as they get it off inside 24. And there's the shot.
Oh,
and
my.
there's the field goal.
Well, if there was any doubt about the outcome, it's over now. 40 points for Jordan, a 107-96 lead. Charles with a three-pointer. He'll have 29. Chicago by 8. There's a travel call on Pippen. Turnover by the Bulls is only their 7th in the game.
It's probably too late. But again, Jim, crazy things have happened in this game. Let's watch this one.
Gilliam, the long-range bomb. And now just 24 seconds to play as Jordan dribbles it across midcourt. Content just to wind it down.
They'll just wait it out. Maybe someone will take one as the game closes.
It's the fewest points the Bulls have scored all season long, and yet they're in comfortable shape. And that'll do it. There's the final buzzer, and
not quite.
No, they're going to make them play the final 1/10 of a second. Charles just fires it away, and that will officially do it. The Chicago Bulls continue their winning ways. They've now won 11 games out of their last 13, including back-to-backers here over the last 2 nights. They're closing in on the Milwaukee Bucks. Again, the final score, 107-99. We'll be back with more right after this.